Hi, today I'm talking to Nick Wang of the School of Organisation and Management about his integrated use of the Grademark software for assessment and feedback to students. Hi Nick.
Hi Danny.
Could you describe to me what Grademark is and the reasons for using this software?
Absolutely. Grademark is basically a software that's embedded in Blackboard that allows people to actually mark and comment directly onto students' submitted paper. In terms of the reasons for why using software, there are a few. Let me just sort of describe the nature of my class and the type of problems we had before we started using Grademark, so you can see the benefit. The benefits for using Grademark: we have a large class where we have students submit weekly written assignments throughout the semester. So we aim to give students relatively detailed feedback, in these weekly written assignments. So the problem we had before was to download students' submitted paper, to save it onto the computer, and to get feedback, and then to upload these assignments back to Blackboard is very time-consuming. So one of the major advantages of using this software is because it cuts down this process of downloading and uploading, because it's integrated into Blackboard. So it's very efficient for us in terms of saving us time. So that's the primary reason for why we're using Blackboard. And the secondary reason is because it helps us with giving consistent feedback to students by creating a database where we can save these comments to distribute amongst different tutors and lecturers.
So this database that you're referring to, was that external to the Grademark tool, or was that built in?
That's also built into the Grademark software.
Okay.
And it's very easy to create and distribute.
And so that's the rubric function?
That's absolutely correct.
Right,
yes.
I'm with you.
Yes.
Okay, good. And what's been your experience of working through Grademark and for marking and for giving feedback to the students?
So in addition to being integrated system into Blackboard, it's just very intuitive. It's very easy to use, right? It doesn't take you a long time to actually learn how to use the system. And in terms of sharing your experience with your teaching team, this is also very straightforward because it's very intuitive.
And so it's been relatively popular amongst the teaching group?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
And I think everybody wanted to have an efficient system, right? So as soon as you sort of introduce this concept, and I think people all feel a need for it, and they love to use it.
Excellent. You spoke about it being integrated into Turnitin and to Blackboard, but I believe there's another level to the integration about the marking, the flow of the marks. Is that right?
Yes. By flow of the marks, you mean
into the Blackboard Grade Center.
Absolutely, that's right. So once you have the actual mark, for the submitted paper, you can just input it into Grademark, and that's automatically imported into the Grade Center in Blackboard. So you don't have to repeat that process.
So it's another time saving.
Absolutely.
Very, very useful features.
Yes.
Finally, Nick, any observations on what you think the advantages or the effects have been for students?
I think the biggest advantage is it's easy for students to learn and to use, because it's part of Blackboard, so students don't have to learn another set of sort of software. They don't have to figure out how to turn on the track changes features in Word. It's just a very smooth and integrated experience for students. And one thing I should also add is the Turnitin feature, right? So in Grademark also integrates Turnitin, so you can actually see the plagiarism report within Grademark, and that's also nice for the tutors and the graders, and also nice for students because they can sort of see comments from the lecturers and the tutors, and also their plagiarism report in the same place.
Yeah, so it's got some good effects on developing professional skills and academic skills
Yes.
integrated in the product.
That's correct.
Good. That's good. All right, thanks very much for your time. Nick, sounds like you'll be using it again.
Absolutely, I will. Thank you.
Okay.